really appreciate that because I think they're modeling for us what Lewis talked about. I also think, and I appreciate this about, again, what we were able to experience with him in space, right?
Yeah.
Lewis didn't leave me in awe. He left me in action.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, how great to be in his presence. I felt empowered to act. And people in this moment, whatever you do that may seem insignificant, there's an important bill that's coming up on Friday. Call your congressman, I'm sorry, your senator, and tell them
Yes.
no. As you're seeing people, you mentioned, Sari, folks that are going out and just handing out things to people who are protesting. Even the
Yes.
that horn as you pass, all those things matter. They may not seem significant, but you might be bolstering someone's spirit. You're communicating your disdain. You're voting with your feet. Don't support corporations that don't support equality and justice. There are a million ways that all of us can stay engaged. And the lesson in this moment is something that Sandra Day O'Connor said that I'll go back to.
Yeah.
The idea that democracy is a practice. So practice good hygiene and do those things that support people who respect.
I feel like we have hope. I know. I mean, I just felt good getting out there marching in solidarity with y'all on Friday and then Saturday again. Yes, there's a big vote on Thursday. We need to get every single senator and a couple Republicans to vote no. And just to some civic awareness, this will not lead to a full shutdown again. It'll just be a partial shutdown. So I don't know what gets shut down, but it's not going to be like the full shutdown that happened last time, right? It says your internet connection. Are you still there? Oh, we lost him. Hopefully he will come back. But yeah, that I want to hear your thoughts in the comments. I'm so glad that so many of you were able to tune in and listen to my friend Dr. Williams. I met him on a panel as I'm a teacher in New York City. It's my 24th year, and I think it was probably 2017. I'm going to try to add him again. It was in 2017 when I first met him. I'm trying to bring him back in because I want to give you as much time with him as possible. We were doing a panel on teaching about scale and history in the civil rights movement, and I knew his background. One of his expertise is the civil rights. His major expertise is the civil rights movement and the Black Panthers. I did a presentation about teaching about scale. Oh, there you are. Can you hear me at least? Okay, it looks like we're old. Bill, you were on that panel too. I'm gonna try to add him again too. That was 2017. And I mean, Dr. Williams has done so much work in helping us with writing and shaping the curriculum that New York City kids get in their classrooms. And he's always helped with that since I've known him. And I think it's so important that we talk to the historians in our local communities, both, local ones, the public historians, because they do give us pathways to how to navigate through these times. It says that your connections, I was just blowing up your spot, Dr. Williams. Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly.
I was saying how Phil's in the chat too, and I was like, the first time we met was probably 2017, if not, 2017, on a panel about teaching at scale in history, and I was nervous because I picked uh, the last great march in the South with Stokely Carmichael and Dr. King, and use that to talk about how to teach scale related to the civil rights movement. And I'm like, who am I to be talking about this with the expert on the panel? Well, you were very gracious and kind, and you were like, you teach that? That's like not in the curriculum. I was like, it should be. Like, I think that's so interesting too, right? Like, even in New York City, if you go through what you're supposed to teach, you don't see Stokely Carmichael in there, and you should, right?
Well, to your point, I mean, that's one of the reasons that we connected. I think that's
Yes.
a concrete example, Sari, of what we mean by people really adopting what Dr. King called creative maladjustment. You have the power of your curriculum. So what you teach and how you
Yep.
share with young people. Now, again, it's a teach by proxy, comment by proximity. I never have to walk in the classroom and say, I'm encouraging you to protest for your rights, but I can teach units that talk
Yes.
about moments in which ordinary people were challenged and through extraordinary vision. Stokely Carmichael was a student of history. The Black Panthers are students of history. Martin Luther King is a student of history. And I've mentioned all men.